There we go. All right, well, I'll do the lineup look for Pingu so you can talk about your boys in roll. Let's have a look here. The number 2 seed coming out of Group 1 yesterday. Pingu coming to the dance with a St. Vincent, Des Moines, Moskva, double Venezia. Now, that's something we haven't seen in the event yet. Gearing and Ragnar. What do you got cooking on the south end? The stats?
So we've got Montana again with Moskva, Petro, Stalingrad, single Venezia, and the classic 2 Club Bears. My team seems to have sort of solidified on a comp, which is really nice. It's good to see English Gent playing the Montana again. This is obviously the same map that we saw Gent do that mid push earlier. So looking forward to seeing whether they do something like that again. We're going to see again the 2 French destroyers going to the... Oh, actually, maybe not. Hang on, I've just noticed that...
Yeah, one of those Kleber's is not going to the A-cap.
Did not. No. Interesting. So we're going mid for some spots, maybe. Maybe going for the mid entrance of the A-cap. Okay, we'll have to watch that with interest. I'm not sure what Mickey's plan is there.
Yeah.
Oh, news from the rest of the tournament. So the last match that we were waiting for the result for, Farah Zeleth is out because Mini Hannibal won.
Mini takes that series. All right. That is important news. So that means Mini will move on to play TC Freer's team, the Were Rabbits that we just saw in the previous game.
Sarah Bear, thank you very much for reporting the result. Okay, so we've got the single Kleber of Spepe, that's Miki, going into the A-cap. This mid, I'm fascinated.
This mid Kleber seems very odd, doesn't it?
It's just going. Oh no, there we go. There's a left turn. Okay, so I think the point of this is to try to... I don't know, like lull the enemy destroyer into a full sense of security. Because obviously we can see that you don't have 2 Klebers like last time.
Like you know you're not going to be looking at that like we did in the game against us. Or maybe just about having a torpedo angle from here. I don't know. He's not firing torpedoes, so that doesn't seem to be it. He is radared. Formazing's radar going up now. They can't. They got a sniff of him, so they know where he is. You guys aren't going to pick up that A-cap. Well, wow! Wow! Right there under the radar, he dodges it all somehow.
Yep.
Picks up the cap and then has to bail. Goodness gracious!
Sometimes just stopping is the best strategy because people assume that you're going to zoom forward. Yep.
Torpedoes going in on the Des Moines. Don't have the range. Wow! They run out right in front of Formazing's hull.
Yeah, I mean, the downside of Kleber is the 8-kilometer torps usually don't quite have the reach to do what you need them to do when you're working at range, at least. Okay, so Pingu's team are going to be able to get that A-cap, I think, because the gearing is going to be able to stop. What's the... Okay, Stalingrad's just pop radar.
I don't think you're going to be able to get the A-cap because you've got 2 radars nearby. So, to me, setting up the Stalin and the Petro, you'll be able to hold it.
We do. I'm just looking at the Petro's radar range. It's not going to cover the whole cap once Ken gets to the corner of the island, so there might be a space for the gearing up by the domain.
Fair point.
And so once the Stalingrad radar is over, there will be a little gap for Klutz to get in there if they want to.
Some gearing torps chasing...
Just mentioning... Go ahead.
I was saying, some gearing torps chasing Sakura's Kleber out of this cap. He's got to wait for those to go by.
The other flank's pretty quiet right now. You've got Venezia and Ragnar sitting up in the B cap. You've got Venezia and Moskva sitting down on the C cap. They are exchanging some shells, but so far not a lot happening.
Well, and you're going to have that mid-Montana position again. You can already see him moving there.
Yep. And again, the Vincent pushing down the one line. That didn't go too well for your team.
Well, and Spepe's over here with his torpedoes, just like he was last time. So let's see. Yep. Last time, my guys took 2 of these moving for this position. So let's see if he pulls it off this time as well.
This is literally unfolding exactly the same.
It's like the exact same script. Yeah.
Yep. Stalingrad. I think, in fact, the Stalingrad who just took a bit of a chunk did take a bit of a chunk in your match as well. Okay, here come the torps. Vincent
Here come the first set.
So this is maybe a slightly more sensible line for the Vincent. Like go wide so you can turn in a little bit as you get to the island.
He's going to take more. He's going to take at least one
Yeah,
more,
but
if not two.
So this is the really good pincer movement. So you've got the shells of the Stalingrad and the Montana making the Vincent turn in towards the island, and then you've got the torps, which are designed to catch the battleship as it turns.
Yes. He hasn't burned one of his fancy heels yet. They're trying to get a fire on him.
No.
Looks like he is going to make it to this position. Now, he's doing one of the things that he's doing differently. He's going hard for cover on the north side of this island, whereas our St. Vincent position set up on the edge of the island facing south, and that allowed him to kind of get farmed out by the Petro and the Kleber in our game.
Yeah, this is the classic position that a lot of King of the Sea teams use with their cruisers. Try and get a cruiser to the island, but obviously a battleship is going to work as well.
English Gent starting to take some fire here in mid. The St. Vincent having decent shots on him across the map, as well as taking shells from both the Ragnar and the Venezia off to his north. Are you seeing this push up the 7 line?
No.
They've rotated Sakura all the way back to the 7 line. They're going to push B.
Oh, I see. Yep. Okay, so English Gent needs to get moving though, because if Gent stays there, this focus fire is just not going to stop. I think they might. Are they going to take Gent out? Like south? Unspotted though.
Petro, that's Ken. The Kleber, that's Pepe, moving up the 1 line. You think if you're the Kleber, do you bum rush the St. Vincent maybe?
Yeah, maybe. So
he's not going for it.
With this, the problem is with the super heal, which is about to come off cooldown.
Maybe he is now. He's still not spotted.
If the Vincent pops the heals just as the torps start to hit, by the time the Kleber's turn around to get its other
Proxy
side
spotted. They know he's there now. He's going to decline to take the play. He's going to beach himself on the island. Right now, he's just going. He's going for the hard proxy spot on the St. Vincent, so they know where he is.
Yeah, I think Mickey's getting that proxy spot, and then also just being a threat right now. I think.
Yeah.
They're moving Ken up as well to the island.
Petro on Thrall's broadside. Not as big as impactful as you would have thought.
So that push. Ooh, I just zoomed out just in time to see English Gent in our Montana get absolutely smacked by, I think that was a torpedo.
Yep.
But the Kleber did get into B. We have pushed the Venezia and the Ragnar off the cap.
Close game, 7.5 minutes gone, and it's only a 20-point lead for your boys in roll. They're getting a little aggressive on both flanks. I like it.
So the job now of my team, I think, is just to try to die as slowly as possible on the A cap, where they are massively outnumbered, so that we can keep those 2 caps over on the other side for as long as possible. St.
Vincent does take a torp in the stern. Pepe manages to sneak one right around the island as he reversed. But the focus fire on your Petro over here, that's Ken. That's not enjoyable right now. He's badly outnumbered. Montana's not in a position to help him. Although now here come the Stalingrad cross shots. Oh, wow. Ooh. Formazing making a move, cutting across Damon's bow and paying for it.
I love how our team leader, Pepe, in the Kleber is just like, see you, Ken, bye. I'm leaving now.
Formazing trying to retreat back. Damon under a little bit of threat from the Moskva way over on the 1 line. This brawl at A is just impressive, to say the least.
Okay, so I think Klutz in the gearing is about to rush Ken.
Yep.
This is spotted, of course.
Can't stop it now. Might be able to break his torp tubes, about the best you can hope for.
Okay.
Had the AP in the barrel, so that's not a thing. Yep, here they come. He's only got to take one of them.
Ken wiggling first.
Oh, they get him.
One.
No, you're going to lose Ken, but that's a good trade for you guys because you're already up ships.
So I was joking earlier about Mickey running away. Of course, Mickey knew what was going to happen and was just getting out of there before the rush happened.
Yep. Don't throw away 2 ships. If you're going to lose one, lose it, but don't throw away a second one.
Meanwhile, of course, we've been ticking points on the other two caps, so
Yeah.
we're down to 42 seconds to win, 40 seconds to win.
Yep. Not sure how Pingu's team gets back into this. Good salvo from the SAP there on Tommy's Moskva over here on the 8 line, but it's not enough to kill him, and he's unspotted for the moment.
Torpedoes from the Club Air heading out towards Desperados Moskva. I think they're going to miss. Yep, that's going to be fine. Vincent versus Stalingrad and Kleber in the middle of A.
Stalingrad making this move, banking that he can punch out the Moskva before he takes the St. Vincent torpedoes. Almost does it right there. Look at that. 40,000 point salvo into the Moskva, but it's not quite enough. Time ticks away anyway. Oh, that was a good looking win for your boys.
Yeah, that was pretty solid. I'm really happy with that. That decision to push up to the other cap was was really the linchpin for that strategy. I think
I really like that flex play.
Yeah, I'd love to know whether that was a strategy that they had from the beginning or whether that was something that they just reacted to. If that was a reaction, that was a really good reaction. But I suspect maybe it was like a plan B they already had.
Yeah, solid, fun game to watch too.